everybody, I'm here, 11:57 p.m. Tuesday, March 24th, 2015. It is time to wrap up Rocky Roll. Rocky Roll, I was so excited about. I actually did his base upgrades the night these came in, last Tuesday, St. Patrick's Day. He and Thunderbolt, two of my most anticipated Skylanders in Trap Team. But what I did, I'm trying to save some money, not dive in immediately and get a second figure. I like Rocky Roll enough. I will probably wind up with the second one just later on when they're like, a little bit better of a sale price, I guess I should say. We just took Rolling Rumbler, and that path to me comes off as something designed for someone who really likes BAM, or if you don't know what BAM is, it's actually what I refer to as, it's bouncy attack mode, an acronym for that essentially. So you kind of get a very slight increase in Let's Roll's damage. That of course is an evolution from your Boulder Dash. To me, the duration's not a big deal, and the damage wasn't anything to write home about. Roll with the punches and Rocky Boxing are just kind of, you can spam primary and secondary buttons while in bouncy attack mode. So that is that. I am hoping that I like Geological Grandmaster the best, because then I don't have to reset this character. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get Geological Grandmaster, which improves the spitball attacks. And that to me is something that should be quite interesting. So where we left off, Spitball Attack, which that was a pointless cutscene, so I can kind of showcase this to you. He's still box stock plus base upgrades at this point. We haven't acquired anything, we just got locked into a path. So Super Spitball is going to be an evolution of Spitball, which is his primary attack from the very beginning. You don't even have to have any money to have it. It was doing 82 to 123 box stock, and then with Rock On in his base upgrade set, it increased all of the rock attacks. So the Spitball jumped to 98 to 147, and then the Boulder Orbs that spawn, they went 38 to 57, 98 to 147 on the launch. But all you need to know is right there, that Spitball. My apologies about Chomp Chest, I forgot he was in there. He will not. That is correct, Chomp Chest. But I forgot he was in there. I'm surprised he was quiet for that long. But the Super Spitball should be a nice little addition here, so we'll see what it does from the 98 to 147 we left off at. Keep in mind I have 15 wing sapphires, so we got a pretty sweet little discount going on. But we're going to hold the X button to charge up your Spitball attack into a giant boulder projectile. So not sure how this is going to pan out. A lot of it depends how long you have to charge it, and if you can move while you charge it. So let's find that out first. Quigley is once again in the way. He's just a problem. Alright, so we're still doing 98 now. I'm going to hold it down. I assume it's ready to go there. Oh yeah. Basically like 2.5 seconds. Kind of a weird deal, because he'll fire one off, and then it's, if you go from the beginning of the sequence, which means he has to do a Spitball to register you've depressed the button, and then you're holding it down, we would have 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3. So basically 3 seconds, and then if you just say, well wait, that first one doesn't count because it's a Spitball that's going to do 98, let's go from whenever he's spit it out. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. So it's like, 2 to 3 seconds basically. And it's going to do 166. Let's see here. It should help you be able to hit longer range better, because it's going to be larger. 166 to 249. 2 to 3 second charge. And 166 to 249, that of course half of 166 is 83. Now the big question that remains before we can move on is, can I move? And the answer is yes. That is a huge deal. That means, like, say that I'm like, I'm gonna hit these suckers with my Super Spitball, and I'm like, oh no, here comes a Shadow Knight. Then we can run, and we can actually keep this in place. Let's see if we can run into something with it. Well, I mean, in theory, you can. It's just not taking damage. So, pretty cool that you can actually move. I'm going to make note of that, because that to me is very important. Still immobile, I'll put. And, you know, if you're sitting there and you just go straight to my spreadsheet and you're like, still immobile, what is he talking about? You'll have to come to the video. I think that should convey itself well.
Ready for another match?
Yes, we are. That's why we're talking to you. So now we get Rock Hardest, and you have to admit, Rock Hardest is a great name for an upgrade. So Spitball and Boulder Barrier attacks do maximum damage. This is going to be fantastic because I'll tell you here in a little bit, kind of my personal playstyle. We'll deal with that one later. Dadgum, we didn't buy anything.
Ready for another match?
Okay. I'm in Nintendo mode apparently. So 1541 is the price for Rock Hardest. We're going to go ahead and grab that. And this, of course, will increase multiple things. So let's see here. Rock Hardest, once again, Spitball and Boulder Barrier attacks do max damage. So that to me means that both our Super Spitball we just showcased and the Standard Spitball should do more damage. Standard Spitball with Rock On was doing 98 to 147. Let's see what it is doing now. Oh yeah, that's awesome. So half of 118 is going to be an odd number, and that makes it to where I don't know what they're going to do. 118 would be 59, right? No, that's actually good. It's an even number, so it would be 177. Alright, that's what I was thinking. Rock Hardest. 118 to 177. I'm fighting off a sneeze. My apologies. Let's see if Super Spitball. I guess I should have checked it before I just typed it in, but we'll see. We'll hope for the best. Same charge time. It looks really cool. It's kind of got like an earth and gold color to it. 200. Sweet. So that, of course, on the crit side should be 300. I've tried to get one for you. The good news is we fired off a ton of criticals with that little boulder. This regular Spitball. If we don't get it within the next 3 chances, I'm just gonna, tell you to do the math. It's pretty simple. It's our last chance to get to 300. Didn't get it, but 200 to 300, that's pretty significant, I would have to say. And then now that we're not done yet, because as you should note, just like with Rock On, it actually upgraded the Boulder Barrier. We are now going to have that increase as well. So Boulder Barrier, when we pick that up, it's the tertiary attack. It was doing 32 to 48 when it made contact, 82 to 123 if you launch them. Rock On upgraded that, and it took it to 38 to 57 on a hit, and then 98 147, the same as a Spitball, whenever you actually launch them. So let's try to contact a launch here. Note that they are the matching colors. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, you have to now, actually, right? Yeah, 118 on the launch, so you can actually hit it. Alright, so launch is going to be the same. That was kind of expected, but let's see what we got just rolling into something. 46. I will take it. So 46 after that's 23 should be 69. Let's see if we get one. And they're actually registering way more damage. I only have 3 of them. And there's like 6 instances of damage. I don't know if that's a glitch or something. So now the boulders go, I think, 2 hits before they break. Wow. That is not mentioned, and that is critically important in people selecting a path. And I would officially suggest this one. So, Super Spitball is documented. Now the boulder ring is going to be, 46 to 69? But 2 times. Epic. 46 to 69, 2 times. Very, very key statistic there. And then if you launch them, it is going to do the same, 118 to 177. Alright, so that is a very, very nice addition for Rocky Roll. We're still not done though. We've got triple Spitballs.
Ready for another
And that should be
magical
fun. Alright, so triple Spitballs shoot 3 Spitballs at once that ricochet into smaller boulders. 2101 is the price. We'll go ahead and grab it. Alright, now, if I understand correctly, we should just press the X button. Oh yeah. I'm wondering if those smaller ones are going to do the lesser damage, you know? Let's try it over here where it might like bounce back on this guy. He's kind of like our test dummy for ricochets, I guess. Neither of those bounced back into him. Let's try it, just maybe we can... Although the first hit should be 118. I'm not quite sure if I could ever document if the second ones even do damage here. Because we basically need a hit. Now the cool thing is you can basically just spam these. And I mean, if you get close enough range, and you don't want to be like point blank range, you can be. You don't want to be super far away, you know, because then you can't really control what they hit. But if you get like mid-range, you could wreck some stuff with these. So triple spitballs, 118 to 177, and I'll assume that the others, you know, the small ones might actually do some damage, but I can't document that here. I don't want to spend like 40 minutes trying to. Let's see here. We haven't done the 6 boulders. That is a huge deal, especially for my plans with this guy. So, alright, now, here's the rundown on this. Again, Rolling Rumbler, the previous path I took, it basically came in and you got a slight upgrade to the roll attack, which we've still got, by the way. As you know, 2 seconds or so. It didn't do a huge increase in the damage. It significantly lengthened, maybe like 3 times the length that you can roll with it. But to me, I mean, if I'm up here fighting and I need to get away, I can just dash again, and dash again, and basically have the same thing minus the damage, which when you're using it as a retreat, you're not typically concerned about damaging what you're running from. You're kind of going to set up, you know, and align some new offensive scheme, if you will. So the other two are just kind of like, I love bouncy attack mode so much, and now I get 2 extra attacks to spam at people. Rocky Boxing did do decent damage. I feel like Geological Grandmaster delivers way better damage numbers. And the biggest deal is right here. Now the way I plan to use him, I do like bouncy attack mode, but what I envision myself doing is using these boulders as like a defensive shield. I can have 6 of them right now, and then I can come in and I can just use the spitballs, and then I can charge up a super spitball, and then as I'm doing that, where did that 260 come from? Okay, we got the 300 there. I don't know where the 260 came from, but I saw that. So anyway, what I will do when I use Rocky Roll is basically send out 6 of these things. I'm not going to launch them, you know, unless I just incidentally do it, but I'm going to come in through here and I'm going to be launching my standard triple spitballs now, and then if things come up to me while I'm doing that, they're going to get destroyed by my boulder barrier. And you have to realize the increase from box stock, what was it, 32, all the way up now to 46 to 69 is significant. But where box stock, when you buy a boulder barrier, as soon as this boulder hits the dummy, it explodes. Now each of these boulders has 2 life cycles. So instead of doing 32, 32, 32 with the base boulder barrier upgrade, we're now doing 46, 46, 46, and 46, 46, 46. So that, you're basically getting double the damage from the same set of moves. And that to me is huge, particularly for how I envision myself playing as him. Now, it's going to get even better right here. Yes, of course, we want to finish him off with the boulder posse. This is his soul gem. You press Y to increase the amount of boulders in the boulder barrier all the way up to 9. So what this basically means is we come in, boulder barrier, which was originally 3 boulders, they would do 32 to 48 each, and then you could launch them and they do 82 to 123, etc. Now you can actually come in and we can have 3, 6, 9 boulders active, and that means we're going to have not 9 instances of damage, but 18. That will just, we don't even have to really do anything. That'll just kind of destroy things for us. We still should have a nice little upgrade here. Let's see here. Where the others were doing the same damage numbers, this is of course going to do 46 to 69. So that's a big asset. Then when we come in and we actually fire off 9, pull them all in for bouncy attack mode, we're still doing the 140 to 210. We can't do any of the punches or rolls or anything, but we are able... Oh, yeah, so you can jump and do less damage. That's interesting. So yeah, the 140 to 210 is the same. We don't have obviously Rocky boxing or roll with the punches. But why would we need those when we have the triple spitballs and the super spitball coupled with the increased damage from Rock Hardest? Rock Hardest is just fantastic what it's done for us here. So basically, box stock, this would have had 3 hits, 32. So you do 96 damage. Now you get 46, 46, 46, which is 92, 130. What would that be? Wait, what are we doing? 40? What? Okay, where is that? Yeah, 46 to 69. So 46, 92, 138. But we're doubling it because the boulders don't detonate the first time and go away. So 46, 46 from boulder 1, 46, 46 from 2, 46, 46 from 3, 46, 92, 138. 138 doubled is 276. That's crazy. And then when you have 6, you would have to replicate the 276, and then when you have 9, you take 276 and multiply that out. So my personal play style, what I plan to do with Rocky Roll, is accent all the boulders here. Every once in a while I may accidentally deploy them like that. That has a chance to destroy a lot of enemies. But essentially I'll be running around like this using my primary attack, and then if stuff gets close to me, it's going to take damage and I can retreat. I can also go into bouncy attack mode. If we had the 9 boulders going for us and they hadn't been destroyed yet, we could do 140 to 210 just like the other path. So to me, Geological Grandmaster is the superior path. It definitely suits my playstyle better. I feel like the overall damage numbers are better. But as with most things, it comes down to personal preference. Maybe you hate the spitballs, maybe you don't have good luck with them. Perhaps you're just a huge fan of bouncy attack mode and you enjoy, you know, being able to spam punches and ground pounds of Rocky boxing with it or something. So that's something to weigh into your decision. But for me personally, Geological Grandmaster was the better path, and particularly if you plan to play him like I am doing. Keeping the boulders just spinning and orbiting around Rocky Roll, I feel like that is going to be the best course of action for my playstyle, and it will basically allow me to then execute either the primary moveset, the spitball, which I've now got upgraded down Geological Grandmaster, or go into the secondary attack, which will be the roll, or I can still have the option of launching out the boulders that remain, and of course I can always go into the tertiary attack, you know, or the extra form of that bouncy attack mode. So that said, my course of action, unless it's just a horrible deal, is always have the boulders spinning around me and then just continue to go about my primary and secondary lifestyle with kind of like a armor shield about me. So very cool path. I'm happy with it. I'm definitely not resetting to go back to Rollin' Rumbler. That's it. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know, tell your friends about it, make sure you and them are both subscribed. You can follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. My personal site is oneofweezem.com. I also run the Skylander Club forum at Skylander Club rockyrulleclub.com. You can find links to both in the video description box, and they will take you to posts dedicated to Rocky Rule, where you can see not only his base upgrade video, Rolling Rumbler, and of course Geological Grandmaster videos, so you can compare and contrast. You'll also have access to my exclusive Attack Damage Numbers Spreadsheet, and you can kind of gauge what path you want to take, see if you've taken the correct path, see if you need to go out and grab a second Rocky Roll, all that good stuff. So ultimate goal is to help people out and make them help you take the path that you want to take, or help you find the path that you would actually prefer the best. So as always, thanks so much for watching. Again, make sure you are subscribed, and I will catch you back here for some more Skylanders Trap Team upgrades.